everybody, welcome to GMG Review. Today we're taking a look at B&B Nightmare, another micro game from Black Site Studio, written by Matt Burns, writer of the excellent Don't Look Back that you saw me review last weekend in its second edition, and designed by Benjamin Galbraith, so all the layout and art and stuff is done by him. Now, if you're not familiar with these, I have a pile of them to get through. The Black Site was nice enough to send me. I'm trying to do one every week and just sort of spread them out. These micro games are like hyper-specific interactions. They typically ape like a genre of film or fantasy trope or science fiction trope. Ones I've done previously are things like The Chase, which is about tornado chasing, or Void Cowboys, which is about trying to like repair spaceships. So films like Gravity, for instance, Void Cowboy would be a good sort of like a parallel to, and of course Twister and Twisters for the F5 Storm Chaser miniature game. And what's great is Black Site, of course, does tons of miniature offerings for these things because they do 3D prints that you can download to print yourself, and also buy precast if you want. These are usually available from their website, but you can also find them at cons very often when they show up at cons at their booth. And this one is like literally what it sounds like, a bed and breakfast Airbnb short-term rental nightmare where you have to defeat the house. Movies like Barbarian would be kind of like brought to mind by this, and I love these games because you can incorporate these mini games into like an RPG campaign or another miniature war game to have like a specific scenario for something that has to happen. So for instance, if you were playing, let's say, Rogue Stars or Stargrave or one of the 5 parsecs for home scenes, and you wanted to have a micro simulator to repair your spaceship, Void Cowboys is perfect. Likewise, if you're doing like When Nightmares Come or some type of even like fantasy, you're staying in the inn, like a Rangers of Shadow Deep campaign, having like a night in a haunted like hotel is a very cool idea and is easily sort of like replicated by these micro games. So B&B Nightmare, let's just jump right in. Layout is just a fun trope to a B&B. You're gonna play inside a single building, so all you need is like a building miniature. It has to have at least 5 rooms, 2 bedrooms, a living room, a kitchen, and a bathroom. And the whole trope basically is that the play starts with 5-star review, and you have to get it to 0 stars by defeating the various entities that live in each room. You're going to roll for each room to see what entity lives there. You can play with 1 to 4 vacationers. They typically have a number of dice allocated to each of them, starting at 8 if you only have 1, and then it goes to 7 for the second one, 6 for the third one, and 5 for the fourth one. So you have less actions, basically, depending upon how many people are staying in the B&B and how many opportunities you have to activate each turn. Some scrap paper, just to make notes of what you're fighting, and then some D6s to play the game. Everything is done through opposed dice pool, so if you are attacked by something, it's attack stat, your roll pool of D6s looking for successes. You will roll your assigned defense dice. So you have to assign, sort of determine how many dice you put into attack, defense, and movement, and investigations, because you can find things in the rooms as well. And it's just basically like a dice management. It's a power management game, sort of, and the monsters themselves are procedurally generated. So yeah, so that's what you need. The wine of the deadbolt sliding open signals the end of the nightmare. So it's if you get it to 0 stars. You set up by putting yourself all in the living room to start off with, the central room. There's bedrooms that are like spoked out from it, as well as a kitchen and a bathroom. And then you gotta choose a weapon. There's 5 different weapons. You can never duplicate them. You can have a potted succulent, which allows you to search a room on a 5+ instead of a 6 if you assign a dice to searching. You get to unlock the special rule for that room. A garbage can, when attacking a nightmare with a swarm special keyword, you can spread the damage around to the different swarms in the room because you capture them in a garbage can. A table leg, when you roll a 6 on an attack roll, you can re-roll one of your attack dice that didn't succeed. A suitcase, when you roll a 6 on a defense dice, you can re-roll one of your defense dice. And an aerosol can, you can attack a nightmare in an adjacent room with half your normal number of attack dice. So basically you can make a little flamethrower. And then you prepare to survive. So yeah, we get 1 to 4 roommates, and you have 8 dice to allocate if you have 1. It goes down by 1 for each additional one, up to 4. And then you manifest your nightmare. So you're going to roll, it says 2d6, but a d12 would get you the actual results here to get a toenail demon because it's on a 1 or a 2. So roll 2d6 and consult the table below, or roll d12, which is what I would do. And the toenail demon, he's got an attack of 5 or 1 if he's lurking, and he also has the rage and lurk special rule. Rage, for each star that the B&B's lost, you get additional damage. And then lurking, they don't leave the room that they live in. Zombie guests on a 3 to 5, they have 1 attack dice, 1 defense dice, 2 wounds, swarm 4, and their domain is the bathroom, which means they live in the bathroom and they won't leave. Or sorry, they add additional dice to attack and defense when they live in the bathroom, that's what it is. And they have swarm 4, so you place 4 models each with that stat like line, and they live in the bathroom. So like you'd have 4 models, and you can spread out damage between them if you use things like the garbage can, like I said. You lose a star when these guys are defeated, though. The B&B loses 0 stars, so zombie guests are not actually worth anything. Bed bugs that start in the bedroom, they lurk, they won't leave the bedroom, and when defeated, that you lose a star. They attack 3, defense 2, and wounds 3. You get a scout in the closet, 2 attacks, 2 defense, 2 wounds. They have swarm 3, so you get 3 models of them. They live in the bedroom, and when they defeat, you lose a star. And then the Clogula, it's a mass of hair and soap scum, 6 attack dice, 2 defense dice, 8 wounds. It lurks in the bathroom. And when defeated, the B&B loses 2 stars. And then finally, the Murder Basement Lamp. It came from below. Attack 3, defense 5, 3 wounds, and it has rage. So for every star the B&B's already lost, it gains basically 1 additional damage to its attacks. And then it's worth 1 star if you defeat it. So when you go to 0 stars, you basically get to escape. Whenever you allocate a dice, you can either put them in the attack pool or the defense pool. Every time you get attacked after the first, it basically reduces your attack value by 1. If you search, you get to roll a die. If you roll a 6+, you get to find whatever's in the room. If you're in the kitchen, you get to next turn allocate an additional die to a stat of your choice. In the living room, all vacationers in the room heal 2 wounds. Bathroom cleanliness, for each star the B&B's currently has, deal 1 damage to a nightmare. And then bedroom, no smoking. All nightmares lose the rage keyword if you're in that turn. Now, the place does have the no smoking special, which I find very funny. When you're in the B&B, I think if you roll, if you roll all 1s, where's the no smoking rule? Because there's special rules basically for when this happens. Where's no smoking? It made me laugh. Oh, maybe it's not in here. Maybe it's just the beginning. Oh, the no smoking rule. Whenever a vacation rolls dice for any reason, if there's more 1s than any other result, they take 2 damage. That's right, because you start smoking. And then your nightmares will move an attack after everybody gets to go. Unless nightmare has the lurk keyword, it'll move 1 room towards the closest vacationer. Nightmares may choose the order in which the nightmares activate, so the vacationers can choose the order they activate in. After moving, if they're in the same room, then they attack. And they attack, they roll a number of dice equal to the nightmare's attack value. Each roll of a 5+ is a hit. Then you roll your defense, each 5+ is a block, and then you take damage equal to the difference. Pounding, for each additional nightmare that attacks a vacationer beyond the first, they lose a dice from their defense pool. So you get attrition on your defense pool. And that's it. Nice drawing of the house and what it could look like. And that is B&B Nightmare. I love how weird Connor, Ben, and Matt have me reviewing games recently. It makes me very happy. You can check this out on the Black Site website. Obviously, this is a very specific type of game for a very specific scenario, but these are super inexpensive and they're super fun to have, and they're great party games. If you want to introduce people to tabletop board games almost as a board game, these little micro games are fantastic. So you can come back next week when I check out Hill King, which is another one of these micro games, which is done by Malev de Shinobi. So he's got another one of these basically, which is like a luchador wrestlers going up a mountain kind of a game. I don't know, I'm excited about it. So big thanks for Black Site sending these along, for you guys for watching. Thanks, Tom Ash. Happy gaming.